Morning, boys. It's Friday. Woohoo! You made it through your first week of online teaching. I know some of you have been doing online teaching for quite a while with EGD, and I'm really proud of all of you, and I really do miss you. It feels quite weird doing all of this work without you. So the last task that we're going to mark this week is task 6.9. It is a very easy one, not easy one, it's just in a different format. So now it asks you which account is debited, which account is credited, and it asks you for the amount. So it's not an actual general journal that you need to fill in. Okay, so it says the first transaction was that the wages column total of 1,200 Rand in the CPJ was posted in error to the salaries account. So the mistake that we have made is that we have debited salaries in the CPJ, from the CPJ, but we shouldn't have. It should have gone to wages. Okay, so it's easy to figure out that salaries must be the credits. You are taking this value out of salaries. Where are you taking it to? To wages. That's where it should have gone in the first place. And the value is 1,200 Rand. The next one. An amount of 800 Rand received from M. Kunu, I can never pronounce that surname, was posted in error to personal account of debtor M. Chune. Okay, so what happened here is we just debited the wrong, credited the wrong debtor, because remember, if we received money from a debtor, we would have credited it. Okay, so we credited M. Chune, but we shouldn't have. To fix this, we must go and debit him. So debtors control. Important, now you have to write the names. Okay, so M. Chune. Can you see there's a very small difference here? Okay, and the account that should have been credited when we received that money was M. Kune. Okay, so debtors control. And you must write the debtors' names, because if you just write debtors control, it is quite confusing to you and to us. And the value was 800 Rand. Okay, so my tip with correction of errors is you have to figure out what you did wrong and what you need to do to fix it. In this case, we credited this guy, we shouldn't have, so we debit him to fix it. And then the other one is easy to do. Okay, and you can label them as assets, because if this was an accounting equation, that would have also helped you a little bit. Then the third one, goods purchased for 410 Rand cash reflected in error in consumable stores. Okay, so we bought goods, but it was posted to consumable stores. In other words, it was debited in consumable stores. To fix this, we need to go and credit consumable stores, because that's not what we bought. We bought goods. In other words, goods is trading stock. And the value was 110 Rand. Then number 4, an invoice for 98 issued to B. Paolo was incorrectly entered in the DJ as 89 and posted as such. Okay, so what happened is we made a mistake in the DJ. In the DJ, what we did, I'm going to try to explain it to you here. In the DJ, we said the debtor's name was B. Paolo. And then in the sales column of the DJ, we said 89. Okay, and we posted this to the debit side of debtors control and the credit side of sales. Like this. It said 89 and it said 89. Okay, do you all agree? Now, the thing is, it is actually, the invoice wasn't for 89, it was for 98. So you had to actually add another 9 rand in there. So we want another 9 rand here and another 9 rand there to give us 98 in total. So now, can you see that we have to go and debit debtors control with another 9 rand and credit sales with another 9 rand. I hope that makes sense. You have to say who the debtor is, B. Paulo, and sales, it's the income account. Why? Because we actually earned more than we thought. And it's just the 9 rand that needs to be added. Not 98. Please don't write 98 in there. Then number 5 said, payment of the telephone account for 374 rand was posted in error to rates and taxes. Okay, so what we did is we debited rates and taxes, but it wasn't rates and taxes. So to fix it, we must go and credit rates and taxes, which is an expense account. What should have been debited from the start is telephone. Also an expense account, and the value is 374 rand. Then, number 6 said goods purchased on credit from Rhino wholesalers was posted in error to the account of Reno wholesalers. Okay, so it's just 2 different creditors. If we bought goods, we would have credited the creditor, but the thing is we credited the wrong creditor. Okay, so we have to go and debit Reno wholesalers, and I want you to write there, creditors control, please don't abbreviate. Okay, so Reno wholesalers must be debited because we didn't buy from them and we accidentally credited them. The creditor that we actually brought from, who we owe more money, is Rhino wholesalers. Can you see why the accountant made the mistake? Because it's so close and the amount was 340 rand. Then transaction number 7, a check for 60 rand drawn for private use of the owner on the business bank account was posted in error to the sundry expenses account. So what we did is the owner took money, which is drawings, but we debited it to sundry expenses. So we have to go and credit sundry expenses, which is obviously an expense, and we have to go and debit drawings, because when the owner takes money from himself, that's always considered as drawings, and it was 60 rand. Then transaction number 8, discount of 22 rand received from M. Morton on settlement of his May account was incorrectly entered in the CPJ as 12 rand and posted as such. Okay, discount of 22 rand received from M. Morton on settlement of his May account was incorrectly entered in the CPJ as 12 rand and posted as such. So what happens here is that it's just an amount that's wrong. Okay, so in the CPJ, you think about the discount received column. This is our focus for now. M. Morton was obviously then a creditor. We entered 12 rand instead of 22 rand. This would have gone to bank. No, not to bank, I'm lying. To creditors control on the debit side, because discount that we received decreased the amount that we owe us, and it would have gone to discount received on the credit side, which is an income account. Okay, but the thing is, sorry, can you see there? But the thing is, what's wrong here is it should have been 22 rand. Okay, so we have to go and debit creditors control with another 10 rand, and we have to go and credit discount received with another 10 rand to get the 22 rand that we wanted on each side. Okay, so can you see debit creditors control with 10 rand, only 10 rand, and credit discount received with 10 rand. so the debit was creditors control because we received more discount that would decrease our liability even more, and the credit is discount received. Should have been 10 Rand more. Then number 9, goods returned by J. Bruno as per credit note. Okay, so where does the credit note go? The DAJ for 55 Rand was recorded incorrectly in the account of M. Bruno. Okay, so if there's a credit note, we would have credited a debtor. And the reason, well, the error here is that we credited the wrong debtor. We credited M. Bruno's account. So to fix that, we need to go and debit him. He didn't return anything. So he still owes us that money. M. Bruno. Why do we debit him? Because we credited him accidentally. Who we should have credited was J. Bruno. You would notice all of these errors. When we test you or in an activity, we will always do it like this. Have the names or the amounts very close to each other. Okay, because that's actually the errors that happen in real life because they are so close. Transaction number 10, repairs to equipment of 900 Rand was posted in error from the CPJ to the equipment account. Now, you all know the historical cost principle says that you can't do anything to the fixed asset value over time. Okay, so repair to a fixed asset must go to repairs, not to equipment. So we debited equipment incorrectly. We have to go and credit it to fix our error, and the account that should have been debited from the start is repairs. And the value is 900 Rand. Then on the, not on the 11th, the 11th transaction says goods returned to GG traders as per debit note for 676 were incorrectly recorded as 767 and posted as such. Okay, so let's go and look. A debit note would have gone to the CAJ. Okay, now the CAJ, if we look at the value, okay, so it's GG traders. In the CAJ, it would have gone to the trading stock. Okay, and the value that we recorded was 767. This is now the mistake that we have made. This would have gone to creditors control on the debit side. Okay. Why? Because we returned the goods, 767. And it would have gone to trading stock on the credit side because we actually returned the goods, we didn't want it. Now this is actually quite a big error because it should have only been 676. Okay, so we decreased creditors control with more than we should have, and we decreased trading stock with more than we should have. To fix this, you have to determine the difference between the two values. So you say 767 minus 676, which gives you 91 Rand. And therefore, we have to go and write it on the other side. We have to add it back to trading stock because we didn't send 767 back. We sent 91 Rand less back. And we didn't, our account can't be decreased by 767. It must be decreased by 91 Rand less. We owe that 91 Rand. Okay, so now you can see that trading stock must be the debit and creditors control must be the credits. Feels like I'm talking in circles, but I really do hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we debit trading stock because we credited with too much, and we credit creditors control because we also debited it with too much. And remember to write who this comes from. It's GG traders, and it's a liability. And what we're writing here is only the difference. And then number 12, goods returned to Bingo wholesalers as per debit note were incorrectly recorded in the account of Bingo Store. So this would have been a CAJ transaction. We return stuff, and therefore we have to debit the creditor, but the mistake here is that we debited the wrong creditor. So to fix this, we have to go and credit Bingo Stores again. We actually still owe them that money. We didn't return anything to them, but we have to go and debit the creditor that we actually returned this stuff to, which is Bingo Wholesalers. If there's no space for you to write, make space. Okay, and it's 200 Rand. Boys, I really do hope that you understand corrections of errors. And the thing, I like it that this activity asked it in this format, because it forces you to just figure out what is the debit and what is the credit. This is actually one of my favorite things to do, is to correct errors in the GJ, because it tests your knowledge of journals and of accounts, and it has a little bit of logic incorporated in there, or common sense. Okay, so I hope you have a very wonderful weekend. Please don't spend time over the weekend on accounting, rest. But if you are really bored, you can continue with those exercise numbers that we've posted originally. And then next week I'll continue to send you some memos. Okay, goodbye.